如果你的外国同事当着你面开始加密对话，别怀疑，这就是他没素质。但咱不能跟他一样啊，所以今天我和达姐教你一个万能破局话术。另外，我和达姐的视频是给咱碰到的问题支个招，所以碰到啥事儿评论区留言哈，我们之后视频挑高赞的问题回答。When two or more people are talking, and I can't keep up or jump in, they turn to face each other and start a smaller, more private conversation. What should I do in that situation?
It's hard for me to fathom this because that's just so rude.
Just walk away.
Yeah, to think about people doing that. It's like the opposite of an inclusive environment. I think if I was in that situation, I would either interject and ask for them to explain what they're talking about.
Okay. I thought you were going to say explain why you turn your back to me.
No, or I think if they're unaware that maybe there's like a language barrier, you might have to do the uncomfortable thing in disclosing that to them. Like, I want to participate in this conversation, but can I just check that I'm understanding correctly? And it gives you time to maybe paraphrase like what you think you're hearing and they're talking about. And it should be enough of a subtle cue that tells those people that just excluded you that you want to be included and they need to change the approach.
I think you do a pretty good job in including people into conversation and reading those cues that maybe this conversation is too private and too exclusive to both of us. Let's open up, through body language, verbal, facial cues to signal, hey, do you want to chime in, contribute in whatever shape or form? Like when I was a student maybe, or like early in my Amazon years, we'll beat that. It's pretty common that you just very quickly realize the conversation is shifting away from you. Or maybe I wasn't even in it to begin with. I kind of feel like being excluded from either a conversation or maybe it was a key decision about business. And I guess I don't matter. If you're me or if you're in Spain, or you speak Spanish, and they're just like keep talking in Spanish and you wanted to jump in, is there a certain thing you would do to get them to open up to you?
I still think my first approach would be to ask what they're discussing. However, if verbal, maybe confrontation isn't the right word, is uncomfortable, I think you can use nonverbals, like you said, to show that you're still interested in engaging. So maintaining eye contact, positioning open body language that shows you're included in this 3-4 way discussion.
I'm trying to think if I had any tricks to breaking into it.
Well, that's why in this situation it's tricky because it's really on the facilitator to maintain the platform for people to all speak and be included. But I feel like I've seen this a lot after meetings wrap up formally, then people break into small groups, and then maybe you still want to be talking to myself and one other person, but we're having our own conversation to where you might have to just find something to say to show that you're participating.
It's like the wife wanted the husband to do dishes type of joke. Like, I don't just want you to do dishes.
I want you to want to do the dishes.
Right, exactly.
I want to have to ask you.
Right, I want you to want to include me into the conversation.
But I think you could go up and say, are you all discussing the follow-up of X, Y, and Z? And if they say, ideally they say, oh yeah, sorry, we're talking about this, and they bring you back in, there's enough like gentle ways to show you're still trying to participate.
I've certainly used that because I think people has a tendency to correct people. Either you say yes or no, their answer has to be a yes or no. And if what you ask is not what they talk about, they tend to want to educate you of what they're talking about. And that kind of open up a way for you to jump in. And if they still do that shit, I would just walk away.
But I think that's fine because then that's not a reflection on you, and you're showing that even if you can't communicate or comprehend as quickly as them, the willingness is still there. So they can't create this narrative in their mind that Mike doesn't want to participate because you already made the attempt.
And that I give you a chance to open up to me. And if you still refuse to.
And then same thing, I think you try once.
I
think if you do it multiple times, it can become a little bit like pestering.
And
then, so it's kind of a fine line.